In this tutorial, I'm going to demo how to utilize the layer mask. So here is an image, but I want to take Jax right here. I want to make him smaller and put him in the background. So it will eventually look like this. As you can tell here, this is a layer mask that affects this image to display what's underneath. So to do this, what we need to do is I'm simply going to duplicate the image. I could take the image and drag it into create new layer and it duplicates it, or I could just go Command J. So I'm going to Control T to transform it. I'm going to hold down the Shift to keep it in ratio. If I don't hold down the Shift, it gets all not in ratio. So I just hit Escape to undo it. Command T, free transform, make it smaller. Bring this image back here. I'm not worried about anything else because I will replace it all. So I'm going to execute it right now, but I want to take this layer and I'm going to take the opacity down to see if I actually like it. I still think that's a little too big, so I'm going to go Control T, hold down the Shift, make it a little smaller, and that's probably maybe a little more. That's probably about right. It's good enough. So what I need to do is take it back to 100. The layer mask is right here. It's the rectangle with the circle. I'm going to click it. As you can see that now it's highlighted. Right now it's outlined, and that's what I want. If it's not outlined, I'm actually not on the layer mask. I'm on the image itself. So I want to make sure I'm on the layer mask. I'm going to take the brush tool, which is B, the hotkey B, and I'm going to just paint with black to reveal what's underneath it. So you could tell here that inside the layer mask, see how it's black, and it's showing the image that's under it. I'm going to use the brackets to make my brush larger, and this is going to be fairly quick. I'm going to zoom in, Command plus, make my brush smaller. I'm just going to go around the figure. I don't have to be that precise with the green grass because I'm pasting an image that has green on it already. But as you can tell here, I just zoomed in. I'm activated the hand tool by holding on the space. There's a sidewalk that comes along there, so I want to make sure that to create a believable lie that I really do a good job, and I messed up. I erased part of his arm. So the best thing about the layer mask is it's not final. You could always undo what you did, even if it's a day later. So all I'm going to do is flip the colors. I could hit the key X to flip it back and forth. So now I'm going to conceal the background. I'm going to come over here. I know the sidewalk is coming over here. I hit X to go back to the black, and you can tell I'm going to get closer there, a smaller brush. I'm erasing, I'm not really erasing, I'm covering the rest of this image. I'm going to take the brush bigger, make it bigger. I'm going to do this fairly quick as it's just a demo. And once again, if I erase too much, or cover, I should say, his hand, I could flip the color by hitting X and bring it back. It's not permanent, which is how it should be. Okay, so let's say I'm really pleased with it. But to create a believable lie, as you could tell here, let me just clean this up a little. His shadow falls short. This is bugging me here. Let me get rid of that person. Around his face. Okay. So what I'm going to have to do is just take a shadow from somewhere else. I'm going to take the marquee tool. I'm going to go back to the background. I'm just going to select this little area right here. Command C for copy, Command V for paste. I'm just going to move it with the move tool, which is hotkey V. I'm just going to bring it up here so I continue the shadow. But as you can tell, it's covered. It's covering the person. So another layer mask. Go to the brush tool, which is B. And I could do this fairly quick here. So now all the shadows are going the same way and I'm creating a believable light. So it will look like this when I'm done.